When I was a little girl, my mama used to lock me in the attic when I was bad, which was pretty often. I would pretend I was a princess trapped in the tower by a wicked queen. And then suddenly, this knight, he would climb up the tower and rescue me.
Zoe's a Barbie, big deal. You used to dress up like a woman.
Boy.
I think it will go nicely with what I have prepared for dinner.
Spaghetti with little pieces of hot dog cut up in it.
Just like your mommy used to make.
Oh, yummy, yummy. We should do this more often.
So was your mustache, it used to be different?
No.
Oh. How do you, keep it so neat?
I have a little comb.
Oh.
Can you identify our cricket?
I can identify every insect and arachnid on the planet. It's a field cricket.
Yes, wait, Dr. Crowley, are you sure?
Young man, I've been studying insects since I was 8 years old. You know what they used to call me in school? Creepy Crawly.
Okay, the thing is, I kind of told my father we got back together again.
What? Why?
Well, you're the first guy he's ever really approved of, you know? You're a scientist who went to college, and you don't have a neck tattoo or outstanding warrants or a baby.
What kind of guys did you used to go out with?
Just guys.
Let's look into these following examples one more time.
Used to.
When do we use used to? To describe something we did in the past, but don't do now. How do we structure used to in an affirmative sentence?
Subject plus used to plus verb. I used to play tennis.
How do we structure used to in a negative sentence?
Subject plus didn't plus used to.
In negative sentences, we say used to and not used to.
Plus verb. They didn't used to study.
How do we structure used to in an interrogative sentence?
Did plus subject plus used to.
In interrogative sentences, like in negative sentences, we say used to and not used to.
Plus verb. Did She used to be vegan.
Examples. Example 1.
I used to have a car, but now I have a scooter.
Example 2.
James used to be a fireman. Now he's a policeman.
Example 3.
Ben didn't used to have a girlfriend, now he does, and he's in love.
Ooh la la!
Example 4.
Humans didn't used to live in houses, but now they do.
We are going to look at the main difference between used to and would. The first example, did you used to be different? Look at the verb to be. What kind of verb is it? Is it a steady verb or an action verb? Yes, that's right. It's a steady verb. Move on to the second example. What kind of guys did you used to go out with? How about the verb to go out? Is it a steady verb or an action verb? Correct. That's an action verb. Look into the third example. I would pretend I was a princess trapped in a tower by a wicked queen. How about the verb pretend? Absolutely correct. Pretend is an action verb. Although these two verbs can be used interchangeably in some cases, there are some differences between the two. Used to is merely used to describe repeated actions in the past that no longer happen. Therefore, it cannot be used with actions that still happen. Used to is always followed by another verb. It can be a steady verb or an action verb. Would can also be used to indicate a repeated action, situation, or event in the past. Would is always used with action verbs. It is also important to notice that when you are using would to indicate the past, the time period or the situation should always be established. For example, we would go camping has no definite meaning as it doesn't indicate the time clearly. But every summer we would go camping makes more sense since it indicates the time. You might have also noticed that used to is the more familiar and commonly used word after these two. Would, in that sense, is not much used in the spoken context, since it sounds a bit formal.
Say today was boring.
You're being nice. I embarrassed you.
No, just not what I'm used to.
I know.
No, you know what? Actually, it's a good thing. You know, I'm used to women I can figure out in 5 seconds, but I can't do that with you.
Okay, great. I'm having some furniture delivered tomorrow, and I may not be here, so... Oh. Hello.
Ты очень красивая девушка.
I'm sorry?
Haven't you ever been told how beautiful you are in flawless Russian?
No, I haven't.
Get used to it.
Yeah, I probably won't.
Love this, Roz. This is a great find.
Oh, good. And it's loose, so you can wear it even if you gain a few pounds. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, honey, are you all right? You look a little flushed.
Oh, it's just the heat. It takes some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna try this on. Thank you, Roz.
But you don't have a life-threatening condition. Why would you take the risk of surgery?
Sheldon, it's a routine procedure. I've heard you complain about his snoring.
Well, yeah, that's for the first 5 or 6 years, but I've gotten used to it. It helps me sleep. He's like my mucus-powered white noise machine.
Let's discover the difference between used to and be used to or get used to. Look at the first example. I used to go to school by bus. Now, used to go. Does the action happen anymore? No, the thing does not happen anymore. It is a regular action in the past. It is a habit in the past. It is a past event. Look at the second example. I'm used to going to work by bus. I am used to. Is it a past event? Of course not. It's not a past event. It is a well-established ongoing habit. Ongoing means the action, state, or habit is always present at the moment described. Now, work out the difference between used to and be used to. Pay attention to the verb used, after, used to, and be used to. I'm used to go to school by bus. To go. What is it? Is it an infinitive or a gerund? Yeah, it is an infinitive. How about I'm used to going to work by bus? Going. Is it an infinitive or a gerund? Yeah, it's a gerund. So we've got a formula. Used to plus infinitive and be used to plus gerund. As you know, we use used to describe the past events, while be used to is used to describe well-established ongoing habits. Be used to and get used to have a little slight difference. Let's distinguish the difference between be used to and get used to by looking into the following examples. I'm still not used to driving on the left. And it might be difficult at first, but you will get used to driving on the left. So, when do we use be used to and when do we use get used to? In the first situation, I'm still not used to driving on the left. It means I find driving on the left not hard enough, not hard anymore. I find it easy. I find it not strange. I'm accustomed to driving on the left. Whereas, in the second situation, it might be difficult at first, but you will get used to driving on the left. You become accustomed to driving on the left. into their original state is used returned. It is the passive voice of the verb use. And the active voice of the sentence as follows. People use mandrake to return those who've been betrayed.